not a whole lot of excitement for Jamie's week 12, but he did have a loss, and that's really good. Hi everyone, my name is Chris Martin. Welcome to Keto with me. I'll let Jamie cover his details of how his week 12 went, including his weight loss. But before we do that, I wanted to just review his week 12 goals. His week 12 goals were 20 carbs or less. That's been the same as it has been since week 6. He needs to eat a targeted set of keto macros, which is 75% fat, 5% carbs, and 20% protein. In addition to that, he has to, target also trying to eat mostly clean. He can have some dirty foods, but mostly clean, as well as he should be, doing at least a 16-8 fast. Now, his fast, I haven't made, to where he's had to, I haven't told him he needs to do clean fast, which means he could have, cream in his coffee or maybe some MCT oil in the morning and so forth. So, all right, let's hear from Jamie.
Hey everybody, Jamie here. Just wanted to give a quick update. Didn't quite have the week last week like I did the week before, but had a lot of different things going on during the week, and there was a lot of eating out, so never real successful eating out. It's a whole lot easier to prepare your own meals and have things in order. So for this week, I decided I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna try doing the 1 meal a day again, and I'm gonna do that for lunch rather than dinner to see how that works out. But all in all, I still had a weight loss, so a loss is a win, and look forward to sharing the results, how my little experiment works out this week. Thanks.
All right, that was in my opinion, he still had a great week. Like he said, he had some weight loss. He lost specifically 1.6 pounds, not the big 10 plus pounds that he had last week, but I kind of expected he would have a smaller week this week, maybe a little smaller than I expected, but as he indicated, he had some challenges. He had to eat out all week, and that sounds like, well, no, you didn't. Well, he travels for work. He has, he has to meet up with, technicians for his job, for lunches and so forth, and then, not everybody's schedule always, fits our standard. Let's hopefully, be able to eat from home type of thing. So, let me look at, I can look off the screen here so I can get his numbers to go into more detail for you. So he doesn't always go into the weeds like I like to with you guys. So he had 3 blood glucose numbers under 100, including one of those 3 was a 73. To me, that's progress. So him and I already had a conversation for his week 3 strategies for doing his blood glucose. We're switching the order again. I think before I mentioned that we had an issue with toothpaste kind of spiking his his blood glucose. Well, we've changed his order again just to make sure he gets his blood glucose within the first 5-10 minutes of waking up, and not getting all going and stuff. And we've already seen, just I'm recording this partway into week 13, so I've already seen some even better numbers. So he's doing great there. He's staying in ketosis. Last week when he was his first week back from his long vacation, his ketones were starting to come up slowly. When I say slowly, we're talking like 0.2s, 0.3s, 0.4s. Now we're starting to see 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and then sneak peek of week 13, already seeing stuff over 1. So that's looking good right there. In addition to doing great on that, he went ahead and did a 72-hour fast. Again, these are his choices on these long fasts, and I'm just mega impressed that he's doing these, and it pays off. You can see he's getting the numbers that he wants. Now, his macros are good. They're keto-ish in the sense of they've got a lot of the fat that we need. They've got the low carb part we need, but his protein's still tacking in a little bit high, which brings down his fat a little bit. So that typically happens when you eat out, because even when I go out and eat, if we go to a steakhouse or wings or such and such, it's not all the stuff is there for you to kind of offset your macros a little bit, and so forth. So I think overall for week 12, he did fantastic. So his week 13 goals we're going to do almost exactly the same thing, right? 20 carbs or less. We're going to shoot for the same targeted keto macros, 75, 5, and 20. Anytime you can go higher on the fat, that's great. Clean/dirty, eating style, but, and this is Jamie and I were just chatting, and he was like, I think I'm going to do like maybe some 1 meal a days. So we've officially changed him to 1 meal a day, and I noticed that he started doing clean fast, so we're just doing 1 meal a day clean fast. But I'm not going to knock him if he has to have like a little something like some fat, in the late out, whenever, like in the morning or whatnot. So that's his new goal. So it's going to be very exciting to see how he, how the OMAD affects it, as well as tightening up those keto macros. I think we're going to see, some good things in week 13. If you watched the last 4 or 5 updates, I'm starting to lose track now. Jamie and I are, I wanted to announce that we were going to Keto Pa-LOU-Za. That's in Louisville, Kentucky. I'll put some information up here so you can see it. But we're going to Louisville, Kentucky for a keto conference. And the conference is actually the 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Dr. Boz, Dr. Barry, some other folks will be there. Very, very excited to go to that. I lost my train of thought on that for a second. We're only going to be there on the 7th and 8th, so if you see Jamie and I walking around, go ahead and run up to us and say, "Hey, I recognize you. Ooh, you're famous." No, we're not. We're just excited to meet people that, for one thing, live close enough that are going to it, that recognize us, but also just want to share and just like that keto fellowship and stuff like that. I already had somebody reach out on the channel. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I'll make sure I say it next week, but actually I don't necessarily need to say it on the channel because I don't want to call you out, but you live close enough as well, and you said you might go down there as well. So that would be really cool, again, to run into somebody down there from there. So if you get a chance, go to Keto Pa-LOU-Za. I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be nice to collect some swag, and if you go, they give you a t-shirt too. So I'm excited about that t-shirt that I actually got to say medium on. I can't believe I'm wearing mediums now. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can keto with me, but more importantly, continue to get updates on Jamie and his progress. Remember, he's come down from 318 pounds to down to this 270 range, at the bottom of the 270s. That's a significant loss. So, stick around and see where he ends up. A few months from now, we should see a significantly thinner Jamie. So, also, don't hesitate to leave any comments or questions down below. Just remember, nobody's perfect. Be a coach, not a critic, and take care, folks.